I felt like going on a walk and leaving a nice YouTube video, letting the world know how it was. This is beautiful. Not like a lady's beautiful. She would fit in here. But just on its own, kind of chaotic and free, you know. Wonderful. Blessed. There's organization and sublimity to the arraignment of all things. Like anything you notice, ask yourself, well, what does that mean to me, you know? It's really easy to see once you're there. Anyway, like this, what a good crisscross. I mean, some things are just geometry, simply. Oh yeah, birds speak English. Many of them do. They learn it quickly. It's a soul power. They just clue into the realm where it's in. Yeah, I mean to reorganize whole theories of mind. It's all about, call it holographic consciousness, or maybe basic substance, or one of these things. This is mysterious wood. I love this rock. This rock is really fun. Any homes? Yeah, a little home hidden. Who knows for whom? They know. I'm sure there's a smell game. I do think it'd be a psychedelic experience to walk around sampling everything, like just nibbling on all the trees. I'm sure what we consider drugs and like psychedelics are more or less influenced from thought, right? You get told about it young. Oh yeah, these things affect your dopamine, which is all love is, and in explaining it, they like just lead you to it. So they say, watch out for Satan, because Satan can have a trap infinitely complex, you know, something that no being could ever see through. He's an archangel. So the only way out of Satan is to pray to God. The only way out of hell is heaven. And the being that does that is conscious and watches its name. You know, I do believe that Jesus Christ is in the flesh, still up in heaven. And I also think he's already returned. I think he could return again. I think it could be that none of the books of the Bible are true and they all are too. I think it's mysterious. This is just what happens on its own, right? This is what it does. Look how clear this is. This is definitely human clearing. Nothing's this clear in a forest, not except after a fire. So, new life. Yeah, these trees are all trimmed. Nice. Come here with a little rake, clear off the thistles. Be good. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? What was I talking about earlier? It was kind of fun. Oh yeah, I mean, on TikTok, I just appreciate a lot of the people's content. It connects people, TikTok connects people very well because it's an AI that watches what you say and think. Like, I remember thinking it's your birthday, and then as soon as I slid it, this girl was like, it's my birthday, and I was like, how'd that happen? So it's part Ghost in the Shell, you know what I mean? Like, the Tao, or the idea that the drama of life plays out because of God, that it's actually God is a being that has like this up and down mechanic, or maybe like dynamism, cleverness, purpose. You know, as God sees meaning, so too are we real. We are real beings. We're real beings and we last forever. Yeah. If you're conscious now, you've been conscious forever and you'll stay conscious. You have eternal life if you're real now. You know, would any non-real being step in? Yeah. There's holographic beings, 11th, 12th, 13th dimensional beings, or what happens when you see into source, and because God is infinite and can create anything, that which you are reflects with the master and creates from the ether as though it always was new beings that are even more stupendous, right? And so there's this point called ecstasy or vibration where the infinite expansiveness and power of God's mind becomes captured by your individual self. It's a great feeling. It's really cool. Usually. But there should be some music out here, maybe somebody with a lute or something. Beautiful tree lines, I love it. Thank you, God. I'll have another. Life is good. Things are getting better all the time. I am pleased now. You know, I'm going to use my new name for the Lord. I'm going to call him Rananu from now on. Rananu. Rananu is God. Rananu is God. to me, it's that the cone of light is also the portal into God's dream. You know, it's like there's not God and then the universe. There's uh, the light itself is the source of all time, dimensionality, etc. Um, yeah, and to experience that, where I got into it was I read this book, Philosophy of the Masters. Just like Donnie Darko, Philosophy of the Time, I was really consciously aware of the voice of God in my head, and I was really using it. I was like, give me the truth. And this lady comes up to me, she goes, I found this at a recycling center, it reminded me of you, and it was the book Philosophy of the Masters. And the book had a printing error, where some of the middle pages were bound together. And so what that meant was I was the first one to read it. Even though it looked like it was like 100 years old, it really did. And all that, it had still never been opened. The person who owned it so the person who put it out there may have loved it and did that deliberately. I've thought about that, but I believe it was just a miracle just for me, you know? It was like, so I see that. And what it says that this is not man's true home, and it also mentions a higher realm, which is what people get with like that samadhi experience or the cone of light, that's real, that's essentially completely real, and that's the true ground of the universe. So the place where like the saints get off on ecstasy is like purely just the knowledge that God is good. It's the biggest relaxation there is. It's like pure peace. I sound like my dad a little bit. Yeah, it's a good wood. I like the clouds especially. Look at those, epic. See, like, I like that you see that, like, you got the little black up here. Oh, get it right. Go quickly. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you got the black up here. Stop. Get it right. Get it right. There you go. Something like that. Well, you see that? Oh, that was cool. Wait. Right. Anyone who knows what that is knows what I know, pretty much. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. People who've never felt energy before will feel energy with people. Atheists are just really lonely people, honestly. What else? Yeah, about religion. Yeah, meditation can give you an experience the other side. And if you do daily meditation, you'll have infinite bliss. If you're not happy before you kill yourself, meditate. Trust me. Your ego will want to destroy you sooner than it wants to see the truth of the universe, because it's just that big of a mystery. And so that's the other thing it says too, is that there's a master. There's a person who they call him pregnant with God. He literally has an energetic connection to source, to God, in his body, in his mind. And when you meet him, he tests you somehow. He sees if you're ready, and if you are, he gives you the juice. And a lot of people think they're there. They think they're the teacher, and everyone does. The whole teacher-student dichotomy is just, it's a game in relativity. The reason I say go to source is that you can study here now, and yeah, in some ways, just like geometry is found everywhere, the meaning of life is hidden in all the details, how it feels to look at a sunset, shit like that. That's like, not shit, but blessedness like that. It's very grounding, right? But it's not like, I don't know. I do know. Life is good. I'm happy, positive, and well. I'm always in the right place, right time. I'm king. I am worshipped. Why worshipped? Well, worship is to love the world. Oh yeah, mentalism. This is my biggest thing to peace. You talk about racial peace, country peace, peace between rich and poor. All of that is the secret of mentalism. Is the universe is mental. Do you want a good world? Say and believe it is. You'll get it. I'm just going to leave this for, let's say, black people. You see a cop. You want to go home. Here's what you do when you see the cop. Say, he is my best friend. Try that. Try saying he's my best friend. Try saying, I love this guy. He's here to save the day. He's soul family. Maybe say it's a she, right? Maybe say there is no cop ever. That's just for black people, because I know I've heard you have trouble with that, and I go, if you're manifesting destruction from police, it's because you're thinking about it, and don't say it's not, because then you'll never be able to change it. Anyway, it is. Anyway, what else would I say? Natives have a spiritual connection. Natives and Americans should really share the land with each other. I don't know why. Like, I was watching some history last night. I don't know why they were so reticent to let us have the mountain. It's kind of the classic Fern Gully story or something like that. Like, they go, no, it's pure as it is. No, it's not. This thing is a constantly swirling sea of stuff, right? There's nothing really sacred here. If you were sacred, you'd live forever. Anyway, so everything's here to basically be used. And they basically said, no, hands off, it's ours. And we said, and now we're here years later and everybody's still mad at each other, So what I'd say is just stop it. None of us were alive during that time. Let's just learn to live together like our freaking children's shows told us we could. And let's just get along. That's what I want. That's what I see happening. My life is made better for others in it, and there's enough for everybody. I do believe in abundance. I believe in other countries. I'd say I love Iran. I'd say I love North Korea. I'd say I do love those things. Sure, I love those countries. Yogananda focused on countries. Yogananda saw himself as an important person in politics, and he was. He still is. The world's been listening to me for a long time, and life is getting better all the time. Now, life is getting better now. I'll always be in the right place, right time. I live forever. I get younger by the day. J Money wants to hang out. That's cool, J Money. I don't remember who J Money is. Maybe I do. I do remember J Money. He's alright. Yeah, I had the name Cash Money 420. I always get it. Like, I can show up at any game, no matter how old it is. Like, Cash Money 420 is available. I'm like, elite. Why is it funny? It's kind of scratchable. I mean, protect your lungs from debris. This is generally accepted. And if everybody smoked all the time, then the only humans who would make it would be humans who are immune to that. And you can just say, I am immune to it and become it. You could say, my lungs are always healthy, self-cleaning. I have perfect lungs always. Imagine them perfect. Imagine debris moving out of your lungs. That's how you could talk to your body that way. Like, when people study yoga, they find out that women can actually control they can control when they get pregnant through just focusing on their body. They can. You can stop your heartbeat. Science says you can't. So, yeah, there's some things that may have made it into science that was beneficial to commercialism that people just kind of looked past because it gave people jobs. It's a weird circle. Nothing bad has ever happened, and all ideas are just abstract, right? It's just all we're a very abstract species, so that's why present moment meditation focus is such a cool thing for especially Westerners who are extremely intellectual. I mean, we're talking about the most educated people on Earth, definitely the most educated people on Earth. And I was talking to somebody earlier about this. Is education even real? If you and me have the same source, unless it's a part of the game just to be this way, there's nothing for me to learn from you. And this is what I mean by birds speak English, flies speak English, is that when your soul is inoffensive, then they reveal to you these secrets, right? And so mentalism is important because you can't exist in a universe full of things if mentally you're attacking certain things that are there. So it's called kind of be calm and be aware. People who master energy are the people who can touch bees, you know what I mean? Or talk to animals, or even be in the right time, right place. If I wanted anything from when I left these woods, look at that, the split, that's kind of cool. I read that my own way. Do these scare me? No, these things are fine. What the nature is totally until you try mushrooms, you won't believe nature is good for you. It really is your friend completely. Every creature here is a part of deity, and every creature here is a part of the Tao, the goddess. I like the goddess because I think having substantial personality divisions in deity is accurate to the way it is. It is because of the mystery of beyond body, beyond emptiness, beyond all things, what is, what is not, is God. But even in that point, there's a river of souls. There's all of us. Like, how great is it as a guy to ejaculate? Like, what is that but a river of souls? And, yeah, I guess everybody's important. This bird, what are you talking about? So anyway, talking about changing our bodies or evolution, we'll have, because the spirit can work with what we say as our thoughts, wills, and intentions, that's what we mean, like words are spells, words are magic, is that we can, let's say, humans have the perfect bodies always. If that was a mantra for 10 years on Earth, everyone would see the world completely differently. So what we say is important to what we get in a magical, reality-defining sense. And I believe that's good. I believe that's good for us. So I'm happy. Yeah. I want to know, weird question. Has anyone ever been approached and been offered to become a spy? Has any government ever been like, hey, I just want to know. Anyway. Look at that. Wow. Is he Bugs Bunny? Bugs Bunny and his son with Goofy? Yeah, definitely symbols are definitely personal. And, yeah. Let's see. It's a bit mysterious. Let's keep going. Just walking up. What want to talk about? Yeah, today was a great day. Today's getting better all the time. I love who I am. I love where I've been. I love where I'm going. I love you. We love each other. So, yeah, mantra science is this idea that if you sit down and say 115 times, I'm the blessed Lord of the universe, then what ends up happening is magically, like through inertia or maybe imprinting, you get something like that, which is cool enough for me. This just feels alive. The thing about being big and loud and talking all the time, one of the reasons I learned to do that is so that creatures know you're there. Because I noticed 99% of them will never, ever, ever bother you if you know that you're around. So having just a random rolling, passing dialogue is probably the best way to stay sane, safe, and also attract mates, attract friends. Like, people will just hear me talking and go, I like what you were saying, or I heard that. Los Angeles is legendary. I love Los Angeles. I kind of am imagining I grew up there, and yeah, I'm always in the right place and time. I always understand the true purpose of all things. Like, someone on the internet these days would make this into whatever they'd be able to make it into, you know? It's pretty cool. Humans are a neat species. I definitely think we have a lot of popularity. I think humans are seen as just cool enough that we wouldn't be mistreated. The aliens would like us. They do like us. Aliens are here now. They speak through the birds. Yeah. So when you meet aliens, it's going to be like seeing a cone of light go to the sky. And that cone of light you're going to feel deeply. That's why I posted that Terrence McKenna thing. I don't know if anyone saw it, noticed it yet. But what I said was, well, or what he said was, something I'm feeling deeply. Oh yeah, you can't see an alien ship without knowing how it works. And the reason why is you feel it. It'll be like you're feeling it in the back of your head, and you'll spiritually awaken. Yeah. Light beings, archangels, angel, like ETs, these are all the same thing. They really are. Like, their power is synonymous with each other. That's why we say there's one God. It's not because we're saying the name of my God is the name I want you to believe in. It's because people who've seen the damn thing go, either it's a trillion infinitesimally unique things, or it's one thing, and it's likely both, and it's two, like they say. It's also the Trinity. It's also the Quadad. It's also all that. Why? It's mind. It's mind and personality. If you think something's going on, it is. I say right now, life is going good. I say right now, we love each other. We are grounded. We are centered. We have a good past. We have a great future. I believe, due to the friendships we have and the powers of the mind, that to love others and to have a good mental picture of others is the secret honey and glue that will heal the earth. Think well of other people deliberately often, and you will have a great life. I promise you. Thank you.